Hi, I'm Megan.
I'm Mary.
And we are Meghan. Welcome to our food adventures.
This week on Weird Food Wednesday, we try an English Christmas tradition.
For this week's Weird Food Wednesday, we decided to try traditional English Christmas pudding. And we found this at a British import store called the British Isles. For those of you who live in the Houston area, that is actually in Rice Village off of South Rice Boulevard. And it's a store that imports not only stuff from the UK but from Ireland as well. For those of you who are not in the Houston area but would like to find traditional Christmas pudding and you can't, the British Isles also has an online store, which I cannot think of at the moment, but if you were to Google British Isles Houston, make sure to put the Houston in, otherwise it's going to take you to a map of the British Isles. The website should pop up, and I believe he ships all throughout the United States.
The brand that we got is Tudor Kitchen. The pudding is handmade in England, and there's a bit of a story on the front, which I will now read for all of your viewing pleasure. So, since Dickensian times, the English Christmas pudding has been a part of our holidays. Families would gather in the kitchen to each take a turn to mix the ingredients, make wishes, and add special items such as a sixpence. Wouldn't that just like chip a tooth? Which would bring good fortune to whomever was lucky enough to find it. Christmas pudding is usually served with either custard or brandy sauce. Brandy can also be poured over the pudding and set alight for a truly spectacular part of Christmas lunch.
We're going to heat this thing up. A quick trip through the microwave later, and we now have hot Christmas pudding.
Which smells awful.
It smells like hot raisins.
Yeah.
And it doesn't look...
It doesn't look appetizing.
It doesn't look very appetizing, but...
So, if anybody from Britain is watching, let us know. Is Christmas pudding the fruitcake of Britain?
Yeah, is it? Like, is it something that
people really don't eat anymore?
It's traditional, but it's like you give it to people you don't like?
Yeah.
If it's actually something you guys eat, let us know, because inquiring minds want to know. Ready?
I guess.
Leave it from the back. Just looks pretty when I light it up. That's a lot more than I wanted. Okay.
So bad.
It smells like bran muffins with raisins.
It just smells like raisins.
Okay. Mary's not a huge fan of raisins.
It smells like
sadness. In case you're wondering. Okay. Ready? Cheers. It's kind of dry.
I don't want to swallow it.
Oh God. Do it for science.
I did.
It's kind of like eating fruitcake.
Oh, I think fruitcake is better.
Depends on the fruitcake.
So far, the story on the packaging was the best part.
So far. How many fruitcakes would you rate this out of 5? 1 being, yes, this is definitely like a fruitcake in America. 5 being, no, we should make this a family tradition.
1/4 point.
Really? That low? I'm going to give it a 2. It tastes much just like a bran muffin. A little bit more chewy, I would say.
I will never eat this again, probably.
You'll never eat this again?
Yeah. Like, if for some reason I am at, like, a party or something and it's homemade pudding, I would try it, yes, because I would not want to be rude. But this, no. No.
We're not going back to British Isles specifically for Christmas pudding?
No.
Okay. Now the fun part. For those of you who are watching this and don't know, yes, I am over 21. I've been over 21 for a few years now. I assume we just kind of pour some brandy on and light it on fire. I'm hoping it's that easy. You might want to sit back. Alrighty, brandy.
Okay, do we have something to pour it out with?
We need to.
Okay, that's enough.
It's like gurgling.
Megan, that's enough.
It's gurgling.
Stop.
All right.
It's actually bubbling.
Yeah, it's soaking into the pudding. Woohoo! That's pretty cool. I don't know if you can really see it, but it's on fire.
Yeah, it's just like the blue part of a flame very faintly all over it.
Yeah, I don't know if you can really see it. And it's out.
Let's try it again.
Okay, so be careful of your mouth, because it was just on fire.
Any better?
No, it just has brandy on it now. Yeah, it tastes like I just poured brandy on it and set it on fire.
It just adds another dimension to the flavor. I still don't like it. Although, I was a bit harsh on the pudding earlier. I'd probably give it a 1.5.
Okay.
I still don't like it.
You're gonna give it another point?
Yeah, but it's just... In my bit earlier, I got like 2 or 3 raisins.
Neither of us are really a fan of raisins. I would say Mary hates raisins more than I do.
In general, I don't like dried fruit. It's too sweet for me.
Thanks for watching.
That's it for this Weird Food Wednesday.
Join us next week on Christmas Eve.
Santa's coming to town! I know him!